Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. Today we're going to dive into 70 life lessons that will fix 93% of your problems with lots of interesting and useful information. Let's get started. The foundation of personal growth. 1. Being honest may not get you a lot of friends, but it will always bring you the right ones. 2. Don't worry about what others think of you because everyone is only thinking about themselves. 3. Every second you spend comparing your life to someone else's is a second you are wasting your own life. 4. Don't get emotionally attached to anyone. People change. Even your best friends can become strangers one day. 5. Learn to be content and happy by yourself. If you need company to be happy, you will become weak. 6. Share your progress, not your goals, and you will always stay motivated. 7. Don't be afraid to be alone. Being alone is far better than being with bad people. 8. The people who ask the most of you are often the ones who do the least for you. 9. Take your responsibilities seriously, but don't take yourself too seriously. 10. Fear is not there to stop you, but to show you that you care. 11. Don't make permanent decisions based on temporary emotions. 12. If you put her on a pedestal, she has no choice but to look down on you. 13. People will give you advice based on their perspective. 14. Not everything in your mind needs to be spoken out loud. 15. Don't do anything that you'll later have to lie about to justify. 16. Light travels faster than sound. That's why some people seem bright until you hear them speak. 17. Don't look for happiness. Happiness is always inside you. 18. You owe nothing to your younger self, but you owe everything to your present self. 19. Self-care is realizing that you are your biggest obstacle. 20. Your parents were right many times, even if they are not highly educated. Don't insult them when they offer advice. Perseverance and facing challenges. 21. Overthinking will ruin you. It makes the situation worse, causes you to worry about pointless questions, and makes everything worse than it actually is. 22. If you're going to get angry about something, ask yourself, will I remember this in 10 years? 23. You only have one body. Take care of it. You will have it your entire life, and while it is very resilient, it can only give you what you put in. 24. If someone emphasizes that they are telling the truth, you can be sure they are lying. 25. The only thing you can control and influence is what you decide to do with the time you have today. 26. You will never ruin a role if you are yourself. 27. Don't compare what's going on in your life with someone else's highlight reel. 28. Just because you miss someone doesn't mean you need them back in your life. Missing is part of getting over. 29. Initially, you choose a partner based on their looks and enjoy, until you realize that your children will not be raised by their looks, but by their values. 30. You cannot have everything. You always exchange something for something else. 31. To know who your true friends are, look for those who say good things about you behind your back and bad things to your face. 32. Letting go is very difficult, but it is the best thing you can do. 33. Over time, the more wins you accumulate with fear, the less fearful you will become. 34. Never make someone a priority who only sees you as an option. 35. If you are a friend to everyone, you are an enemy to yourself. 36. You were born with 2 ears and 1 mouth. Use them in that proportion. 37. The most important thing you need to accept is change. 38. You don't just live once, you live many lives within one life. 39. Life becomes easier and more beautiful when we can see the good in others. 40. You can cut all the flowers, but you cannot stop spring from coming. Self-care and resilience. 41. Let the actions of others speak for themselves. People will show you more than they will tell you. 42. Everything you do is creating connections. You can connect to those dots later in life and understand why you did what you did. 43. Commitment is what gets you started. Perseverance is what gets you somewhere, and consistency is what keeps you going. 44. You can fall in love more than once. 45. Don't worry too much when someone you love leaves. Most of the time, it's for the better. 46. If someone is trying to bring you down, it only means you are above them. 47. Don't make promises if you have no intention of fulfilling them. 48. It might not mean anything to you, but it could mean the whole world to someone else. 49. Going back to your ex is like having a shower and putting dirty underwear back on. 50. Keep an open mind and act like an artist, but think, fail, and learn like a scientist. 51. You don't find your purpose somewhere else. You create your purpose right where you are and give it meaning. 52. Your life can change in an instant, so don't passively accept what you have. Be grateful for it and do good with it. 53. You will grow richer when you seek new experiences, not material things. 54. Action brings more clarity than thought, so you can't think your way into a new life. You have to act your way into one. 55. The life you experience is simply a reflection of your mindset. 56. Chasing happiness will lead you to misery until you realize that happiness is the way. 57. All you have is the present and what you do with it. 58. Be smart enough to ask for advice, but wise enough to know who to seek it from. 59. If you can drop anything from your world, drop the ego. 60. The more grateful you are, the more beauty you will see around you. Life will seem broader, and you will become happier. Facing adversity. 61. You won't forget some bad things, you just stop caring about them until they happen. 62. Don't worry too much about it. Success is not about your resources, it's about how you use what you have. 63. Fear limits most people throughout their lives and influences all their decisions. Try to control it, overcome it, and rejoice when you defeat it. 64. You can't swim toward new horizons until you have the courage to lose sight of the shore. 65. It's never too late to do the things you've always wanted to do. 66. Don't let critics discourage you because they may be reflecting their own insecurities. 67. You can't change what has happened, whether it was your fault or someone else's. Don't be angry about it. Face the challenge. 68. People will always reflect their fears and limiting beliefs onto you. What you need to do is build a shield against that noise to protect yourself. 69. Don't discuss your past with anyone. because only you know the true story and its real significance. 70. Your tomorrow could be very different from today. If you stop crying over what's not working today, I assure you tomorrow will not work either.